You're now listening to the Art of Reinvention show hosted by your boy TeflonJohn, where my goal is to change the world one person at a time by provoking thought. And you're now in the right place to receive motivation, inspiration, so you can make it throughout your day, so you can make it throughout your week. And so like I said, I just want you guys to sit back and just absorb all the content. And as I always say, one love, be blessed. Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's your boy TeflonJohn coming to you courtesy of the Art of Reinvention podcast show. And on today's episode, man, we're just going to talk about going after it, man, because guess what? No one owes you anything. And that's the title. Today's show is No One Owes You Anything. And right now, I just want to give a shout out, man, to my team, to my group, to my fam, Straightforward Motivation, Willie Sanders, Martre Stevens, and Keisha Pollitt, man. Love you guys. Special shout outs to y'all, man. Check them out. And like I said, this episode is being brought to you courtesy of the Art of Reinvention podcast show, courtesy of the I Am TeflonJohn brand, where my job is to change the world one person at a time by provoking thought. Also, when you get a chance, check out my website, www.iamteflonjohn.com, and that's John spelled with John, where you receive all of my content, motivational videos, podcasts, and blogs. And there's some other links too to any of my content. And so today, what I want to talk to you guys about is no one owes you anything. And I don't want you to get that twisted in life, because when it comes to that, many of us feel like because we are a certain person, because, you know, we have a certain mother and father, or because we come out of a certain family or background, that the world owes us something and the world's supposed to stop and they're supposed to bow down. But let me tell you, that is so far from the truth, man. You're seeing a lot of people in this new generation in society now, they're walking into rude awakenings, man, because they feel like someone owes them something or someone has to give them something because they want it. I think giving advice to somebody saying you can have what you want is partially right. You can have anything you want with hard work and dedication. And I must say that again, you can have anything you want in life with hard work and dedication. And so many times you see where parents are raising kids and they're encouraging them to go after whatever they want, but they're not encouraging them to work hard, to sweat, to withstand the adversity, to hang in there, because nothing's going to go right. And so many people bail out of their goals and dreams, or so many people bail out the process because they feel like it should come to them easily. Right? They feel like because they have a goal, they set a goal, it's going to be a walk in the park, and someone should help them. Someone should share their content. Someone should invest in them. Someone should come around and pick them up. But it doesn't work like that, because it's your dream, it's your goal, it's your vision. You got to push it. God gave it to you. He didn't give it to them. And so you got to stop leaving your dream in other people's hands. Your dream is similar to like a newborn baby. You don't want just anybody holding it, but you got to stop leaving your dream in other people's hands. And what I mean by that is sometimes we look for validation for our ideas or our thoughts and our creative moments, to where we want someone to co-sign that, right? And not just anyone. We want certain people to co-sign that. And when they don't co-sign it, it crushes our world. You know what I'm saying? When they don't believe in it, it crushes our world. It crushes us on the inside. But the truth of the matter is, it shouldn't matter who doesn't believe in you, as long as you believe in you. It shouldn't matter who does not believe in you, as long as you believe in you. There's going to come times where you're going to be the only person to be able to see your goal or your dream coming to fruition. You know what I mean? You're just going to be the only one, because many times when you look at your family, when you look at your friends, some of them are not going to support until it's done. And that's just something that you have to accept. Some people are not going to support you until it's done, until you're there. You know, you're going to have a handful of people that are going to support you from day one, that are going to share your content, watch your videos, talk about your business, you know, tell people what you're doing. But not everybody's going to do that. And I'm going to tell you that now. From my experience, not everybody's going to do that. So you have to accept the fact that no one, is obligated to support you. No one is obligated to help you. No one is obligated to show up to your events, to your concerts, to your speaking engagements. No one's obligated. You know what I'm saying? When someone does that, they do it by choice. But you can't live in this world and expect someone to always be there, expect someone to always be by your side, because the reality of it is people have lives of their own, and it's just not going to happen. Now, if it is happening, thank God for that. But I just want you to know, don't get frustrated and don't get sour because somebody won't support you. And the truth of it is, sometimes we could have 999 people supporting us, but because of one or two or three people that we really want in our corner that won't support us, we forsake the 999 for those two or three. And you really got to look at it. Whoever's going to support you, you got to rock with them. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose good support because you're not focusing on that good support, because you're focusing on who's not there. Focus on who's there for you. You know, like I said, in this journey, man, so many people are not going to be able to see that vision. Not everybody's vision minded. You know, not everybody's dream oriented. So you got to understand that so many people are not going to get it until it's too late. And by then you've made it. So you have a choice to make. At that point, do you let them in? Do you let them enjoy the fruits of the labor? But you got to think about that. So many people, man, by them knowing you personally in a personal light, it's hard for them to look at you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. It's hard for them to see you as that. So what you have to do is realize who you are, right? Realize where you're going and stay focused. Put those blinders on. Trust me, don't allow anyone else to break down what you have. Just don't allow it, because many times I've seen people quit, man. And it's sad. I've seen people quit. I've seen people throw in the towel based upon lack of support. And usually they have support, but like I said, they can't see the people that are there because they're focused on the absence of someone. I'm going to say that again. They can't see the people that are there because they're focusing on the absence of one person. And what I want you to realize is that you can really cut your support system off by focusing on who's not there. Seriously, you can really cut your support system off by focusing on who's not there. And many times, man, I know it hurts when your family doesn't support you. I know it hurts when your spouse or your brother, your sister, or your son or daughter, your cousin, your mother, father, when they don't support you. But the reality of it is, this dream, this vision belongs to you, and it's your job to make sure it comes. I don't care if it's you trying to get to college, you trying to get another job, you trying to get a relationship, you trying to fix your marriage. It is up to you to believe in that. It's hard for me to believe in something for you, right? Because that's frustrating. You know what I'm saying? What one of the most frustrating things is somebody else, right, trying to want something for you worse than what you do. You know what I mean? I can't want it for you. I can't go in there and do it for you. I can't lose weight for you. I can't save money for you. And most of the time, that's one of the most frustrating things, man, is wanting something for someone worse than they do for themselves. And you got to realize that, like, at times, you're going to be the only one in the room. You're going to be the only one in your circle, right, that has a dream, that has a thought, that has a vision, that has an idea. And you got to run with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's your job to find other like-minded people, man. You got Facebook groups. You got Instagram. You got, we live in a social media age, so you can reach out to people. Find people that are like-minded. You know what I'm saying? That speak your language. That can lift you up when you're down. Because it's hard when you're doing something and you look around and there's no one that you can talk to. Right? I mean, I'm going to call it like it is. It sucks, man, when you can't talk to anybody about what you going through or what's on your mind or what you would like to accomplish, and nobody would listen. And you hate to feel like you're forcing yourself on people, but once again, nobody owes you anything. And so what I would like to say to lift the burden off you, lower the expectations of people, man. And one of my old pastors told me that. Lower the expectations of people. Because part of the reason why we're frustrated and why we're hurt and why we get so much in our feelings is because we raise the expectations of certain people to be there. We raise the expectations of certain people to care for us, and we raise the expectations for them to support, that when they don't show up, it's crushing. You know what I'm saying? It's really heartbreaking where you look at it and you're really hurt. And now there's a wedge in your relationship. So my thing is lower the expectation and appreciate them if they do come. But I wouldn't look at them or look for them to actually be there. I just wouldn't do it. If they show up, fine. If they don't, hey, lower the expectations. It's sad, but it's the world that we live in. You got to be able to grind on your own. Nobody should have to push you out there. Nobody should have to really, kick you in the behind and say, look, man, we got to get it. We got to go after this dream. Because many times when you're going after dreams and goals and visions, you can stop yourself by always having an excuse. There's always an excuse not to do something. Always an excuse not to do something. Whether you're tired, whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's your kids, it's always an excuse not to do something, right? And what happens is that excuse feeds procrastination. Procrastination feeds the death of all dreams. I'm going to say it again. Procrastination feeds the death of all dreams. I'm just letting you know how it is. Like, it's been things, man, that I've pushed back or I procrastinated on for so long that I realized that I could have done it 30 times by the time I went back and forth in my mind. But just remember, focus on tonight's theme. No one owes you anything. No one. The world does not owe you anything. And the world is ruthless. No one cares, man. That's one thing I learned in life. No one cares. We live in a fictional, superficial world of social media to where people would rather fake like they have it together on Instagram and Facebook rather than solving the issue so they can have it together, right? And these are the people that you're mad are not clicking like, on your post. These are the people that you're mad are not sharing your post and giving you hearts. Nothing's real. It's like living in a virtual reality world. You got to realize that the same people that you're counting on, they don't really mean a hill of beans, man. They really don't. And so for you to get down and get in the dumps because so-and-so is not there, sometimes that's just the trick of the enemy, man. And it's a huge distraction. You know what I mean? Because when you're going after goals and dreams, the worst thing that could happen to you is to become distracted, right? You lose focus. You lose sight of your vision. It's like going to, it's like driving to a city that you've never been before, and you take your eyes off the GPS for like an hour, and then you're lost, right? Because you've taken your eyes off focus. You got to focus in on it. You have to focus in on it because, like I said, it's your responsibility. And tonight's episode, I just want to really lift to you guys that if you have a dream, a goal, and a vision, it's your job to feed it just like you would feed a child. It's your job to make sure that your dream comes to fruition. It's your job to make sure that you have what you need. Now, God will bless you with people along the way that might give you some money, give you some equipment, give you some advice, give you some, like some type of hookups and networking. But it's up to you to use that because you can have all the tools in the world, but if you're not using those tools, now we have another problem. But just remember, don't procrastinate. Move while you feel like doing it. It's the reason why you get those bursts of motivation. You got to move and act on that because some days you're going to be tired, from working your normal job, dealing with your family. And it's going to take a lot of fortitude, right, and a lot of discipline in order for you to grind and get down to what you need to do. So like I said, I want to just lift to you guys to continue to push, man. Continue to push. Most of us are almost there, right? But we can't see it because we can't see the actual end of this thing, right? So your job is just to push, fall in love with the process, and keep going, right? Push, fall in love with the process, and keep going. Because trust me, man, when you continue to go, when you continue to do, no one can stop you but you. If it's God's will, no one can stop you but you. You are the most dangerous person that you're ever going to be around because you can actually stop you. I'm just keeping it real. You can actually stop you. So you need to think about that. You need to really think about that. You can put a stop to you. You are the biggest hindrance to yourself. So you need to look at the man in the mirror, right? And tell that man or woman in the mirror, no one owes you anything, right? And that was just, today's episode, tonight's episode, whenever you're listening to it, of the Art of Reinvention podcast show. I thoroughly appreciate you guys, greatly appreciate you checking out this episode, I encourage you to share it across all of your favorite social media platforms. I encourage you to try to get this message to someone who needs to hear it, to someone who needs the encouragement. And again, you can catch me on Instagram at I am TeflonJohn. You can catch me on Facebook as Real TeflonJohn. Twitter, I am TeflonJohn. And what I really want you guys to do is please visit my website and share it and let me know what you think. www.iamteflonjohn.com. And that's John again spelled with John. And I'm going to end this episode with this. No one owes you anything, right? Through life, we accumulate a lot of debt. That's just how life is. You know, we accumulate a lot of debt and we have a lot of bills to pay. And some people die paying bills, but no one has to pay you a dime for what you want to do. It's just the way life is. And I encourage you guys to keep pushing. I encourage you guys to keep grinding. And I'll see you at the top. As I always say, one love, be blessed. We would like to thank you for listening to this episode of The Art of Reinvention by TeflonJohn. And we encourage you to share this episode across all your social media platforms. And we also encourage you to visit our website at www.iamteflonjohn.com and follow us on all our social media platforms at facebook.com/realteflonjohn, twitter.com/realteflonjohn, and instagram.com/realteflonjohn. And while you're on Facebook, go ahead and like our page so you can receive first-hand notifications every time we go live with the motivational video or any motivational content. And as I always say, one love, be blessed.